Welcome to Cavalotto Studios. I'm Chris. Kickstart Yoga is a compilation of familiar poses created to get you moving. We begin standing, slowly transitioning through traditional postures for the first half of class. Shifting to the floor for the second part of class, we will throw in a few variations to those postures you know so well, just to spice things up. So let's get started. We're going to begin at the top of our mat in mountain, in our Tadasana. Make sure you look down at your toes, make sure they're both pointing forward, and you have about 1 to 2 fist distance between your feet. We're going to open up our palms towards the front, soften the knees. If you're comfortable, you can close your eyes. We're going to tune into our breath, grounding into the earth to prepare for our practice today. Take a deep breath in through the nose. Slowly let it out through the nose. Continue that pattern in and out through the nose. Slow, gentle, deep breaths. Notice the body starting to relax and calm, letting go of anything not serving you. Letting go of the mind chatter. Notice the feet. Notice how the legs and the hips feel if you made sure those feet were straight. One more breath. We're going to start to bring movement to the body. Let's take an inhale, reach the arms all the way up to the sky. Tap the fingers and then slowly let the arms float down. And then again, inhale up to the sky. Exhale the arms down. This time when we inhale, we're going to bring the arms forward, straight through the front. Inhale straight up. And then exhale the arms straight down to the front. And then inhale again, forward and up. This time, exhale, palms down, out to the sides. Good, turn the palms up, inhale, rise up. This time, soften the knees, exhale, forward fold, swan dive. When you get to down towards where you're reaching, I want you to bend the knees, press through your feet, flatten the back, inhale, rise. Tap the fingertips at the top, slight back bend, exhale, forward fold, swan dive. Bend the knees at the bottom, flatten the back, inhale, press up. Exhale, palms together, exhale, palms to heart space. Nice and tall, press those fingertips together, open up the fingers. And then we're going to interlace the fingers and then extend the arms straight out in front of you. Draw the belly in, draw the chin to the chest as your arms reach forward, rounding through the upper back. Take a breath in, let it out. On your next inhale, rise up, reach the arms overhead, interlaced. Pull the biceps towards the ears and then soften the knees as you side bend to the right. Take a breath in, rise up, side bend to the other side. Inhale, lift center, and then flip those palms upward. Side bend to the right. Inhale, rise. Side bend to the left with your exhale. Inhale, rise. Flip the palms back towards your head, and then let your arms float to shoulder level. Might feel the arms, shoulders getting warm, and then we're going to open the arms nice and wide. Thumbs to the sky. Relax the shoulders. Bring your right elbow across the body, left on top. Eagle arms. Now, option is to place your hands on your shoulders, so you can always stack your arms, or you can be an eagle arms. And then just soften the knees and gently twist to your right. And then slowly, with your exhale, twist through the center to the other side. And then twist slowly back on your next inhale to the center. Lift and lower those elbows. Even if your hands are stacked on the shoulders, you can still lift and lower those elbows. So find the variation that works for you. And then find your elbows at shoulder level and hold. And then slowly unwind the arms, extend them out to the side, let them drift down. And then big shoulder rolls up, back, and down. Notice if any there snap, crackle, pop. Inhale, reach the arms overhead. Exhale, palms out to the side, shoulder level. Bring your left arm under the right. Eagle arms, opposite arm, or stacking the arms or the shoulders, that works too. And then gently drift and twist to your left. Take a nice inhale here. And then exhale, twist all the way through to the right. Take a breath in here. And then on your exhale, we'll go to the center of the little draw up and down of those arms. Noticing the difference between the right and left shoulder as we twist the arms the opposite way or stack them the opposite. Find the level, shoulders and elbows, and then slowly unwind the arms, extend them out, and let them relax down. Are your shoulders warm? Mine sure are. Big shoulder roll up, back, and down, loosening things up. Lift those toes off the floor, and then place each one all the way back down. Take a breath, inhale, reach for the sky. And then exhale, twist to your left, reaching the arms forward and back to the front and back of your mat. Notice how the hips can twist with it. Inhale, reach to the sky, center, and then exhale the opposite way. Reach the arms front and back. Inhale, lift to center. Exhale, palms to heart space. Feel the shoulders relaxing. Press the palms together, lift the elbows, but relax those shoulders. Good, we're going to soften the knees. Take a deep breath in. Let it out slowly through the mouth. On your next inhale, we're going to step back with the right. Find your warrior one, Virabhadrasana 1, planting the outer edge of your right foot, drawing those arms up, hips facing the front of your mat. Make adjustments as needed, bending into that front knee, making sure your knee is not over your toe. Option to bring your palms together, pressing the biceps to the ears. If you have shoulder issues, please feel free to keep the arms apart. Feel the stretch in the back of the body, back of the leg. Another breath. Now we're going to release the fingertips, twist to your left, towards your left knee. And then you're going to take a breath in, let it out. Inhale, both arms up without touching the fingers, and then bend the back knee, peel off your heel, lower the back knee slightly. Start to lean back into it. A variation of crescent. Press and straighten both legs all the way up, pushing into those back toes. And then plant that back heel back into the floor, bend your front knee, find your warrior one. Might be a little easier this time. Lengthening those muscles, finding your breath. Inhale through the nose. Exhale through the nose. Ujjayi breathing. Slowly bring the arms out to the side. And then bring your right arm under left, eagle arms, or cross those shoulders. Bring the thumb towards the forehead, lifting the elbows. Find your breath. See if you can sink a little deeper into those legs. And then slowly release the head to neutral. Start to unwind the arms, extend them out to the side, reach the fingertips up, interlace those fingers, find your warrior one. Push up into the back toes, palms comes to heart space. Lean slightly forward, use the muscles to bring that back knee all the way forward and up, find your balance. Rotate your right ankle. And then change direction. Oh, and then bring it to the floor. Open up to mountain. Find your breath. Feel the energy starting to pump through the body. Probably feeling that right side. Take a deep breath in, reach the arms. Exhale, palms to heart space. On your next breath, you'll take a step back with the left foot, warrior one. Other side, drawing those arms up. Noticing the difference, bending into that front knee. Make adjustments. The hips are facing the front of your mat. Option to bring the arms together. As long as this doesn't hurt your low back. If you have any issues going on in your low back, then you can also let your arms relax and then also think about tilting your hips and not opening or overarching that low back. Now we're going to slowly release the fingertips, twist to the right, towards that front right knee. And then take a breath, reach those arms all the way back up, peel off your back heel, come to your tippy toe, and then bend that back knee, and then press the thumbs to the back wall. A variation of a modified crescent. And then straighten out both legs again. And then press that back heel into the floor, bending that front knee. Find your warrior one. We're going to let the arms drift to shoulder level. This time, left elbow over right, eagle arms. Lift the elbows as you press your back of your thumb into your forehead. And find your breath, bending into those knees. You can also stack the arms if that is more easier for your shoulders. Never want to have pain. One more breath. And then slowly lower the elbows, release the hands, start to unwind. Bring the arms all the way back up. Good. Bring the palms to heart space. Lean slightly forward and gently pull that back leg in and up. Find your balance. Find your drishti out in front of you. And then slowly bring that foot back down to the floor. Find your mountain. Take a deep breath in, reach the arms overhead. Exhale, palms to heart space. We're going to take a step back to warrior two with the right leg. Bigger step back, turn that right foot back, extend the arms forward and back. Bending into that front knee. Then we're going to inhale both arms up, both legs straight. Bend the front knee, extend the arms back to warrior two. Open up those hips a little more. And then inhale up, turn both feet to the edges, outside edge of your mat, turn them out slightly, find your goddess. And then inhale, find your star. Exhale, find your goddess. Open it up. Inhale, find your star. And then exhale, turn that right foot towards the edge of the mat again. Turn your left foot to the front. Find your warrior two towards the front of the mat. Flip your palm up, your left palm. Extend your right hand to the back thigh. Reverse warrior. Find your breath. Bend into that front knee. Now we're going to straighten out that front knee. We're in a reverse triangle. Keep the arms up. And then now start to take your left arm towards the front of your mat. Thumb is up. It's reaching for the front, and as you reach front, hip pushes to the back. Good. Find your triangle trikonasana. Hand can go inside the thigh or the shin. Stack those shoulders. Reach the right arm up. Slide as low as you comfortably can. Using a block, if your hips start to rotate, then just come up a little higher. Finding your breath. Slide your right shoulder back a little more, the hand will follow. Bend into that front knee, bring both hands towards the floor. Take a step forward, find your forward fold. Bend the knees, inhale, rise all the way up. Tap the fingers at the top, exhale, palms to heart space. Take a step back with your left foot, going to warrior two. Open it up, bend into that front knee. Notice the difference between this side and the other. Make sure you can see your big toe. Extending it out. And then we're going to inhale, arms up, legs straight, pivot your front right foot to the side, and then find your goddess. Open it up, pull the elbows back. And then you're going to inhale, rise up to star. And then exhale back to your goddess. Knees open, inhale, lift, star. And last one, exhale back to goddess. And open it up. And then we're going to inhale, straighten both arms and legs. Pivot your right foot back to the front of the mat. Bend that knee, find your warrior two. Relax those shoulders. We're going to flip the right palm up, left hand goes to the back leg, reverse your warrior. Find your breath. Stay with the arms, but straighten the legs, reverse triangle. Feel that length in the side of the body. Stretch. Now keep the legs straight. Bring that right hand towards the front of your mat. Thumb is up. Draw that hand forward. Hip goes to the back wall. Draw the hand on the inside of the thigh. The knee, palm is open, or sliding it down. Left arm can come up. And find your breath. One side might be tighter than the other. Embrace any shakiness you have going on, using blocks if needed. Finding your breath. Give yourself time. Maybe you're here for a little bit and it takes a few moments or another breath or two to lower into a deeper. Give your body time to relax into that posture. Finding your breath. Now you're going to take that top arm, you're going to bring it down towards the floor, bend your front knee, pivot off your back heel, step forward, find your forward fold. This time though, let's bring the big toes all the way together, squeeze the thighs together, Utkatasana, rise up to chair, hips drop and upper body comes up, reaching the arms, looking between the hands, take a breath here, bring the palms together, all the way down to heart space. Twisting to your right, bring your tricep or the back of the hand to the thigh. Press those palms together as you twist to the right. Option to open up the arms. Finding your breath. Or you can keep the palms together. After your next breath, we're going to rotate through the center, going all the way to the other side. Twisting to the left, placing that right tricep or back of the arm onto the thigh. And find a variation that feels good to you. Option to open the arms. Again, finding your posture, finding your feet. And then bring the palms back if they're open. And we'll come back through the center. Fingertips to the floor, straighten the legs, find your forward fold. Bend the knees, inhale, rise. Exhale, palms to heart space. Open to mountain. Feel that chest opening up. Feet and thighs are still together. Nice and strong. Good. I'm just going to turn so you can see a little better for this next one. So here, your feet are together. I want you to ground into your left foot. And then bring your right knee up. Excellent. Now, option to bring your right arm out, or you can even tuck it behind your back if you would like. You can take your 2 fingers of your left hand, maybe grab hold of your toes and extend them straight out, or you can even rotate and extend your right arm to the back. So you have options here. And you have the option to hold the knee as well. So whichever one you're at, we're going to slowly release and come all the way back down. Bring the big toes together, opening it up. So now you know what we're doing. All right, so now we're going to go to the other leg. Grounding into you would ground into the right, and you would bring that left knee up. So I will go back to my left, hand behind the back, option to hold the knee or even the toe and extend it out. Another option is to rotate. And embrace that shakiness. And again, you can be holding the knee if you prefer, or even having that hand behind your back. And then we're slowly going to release. Bring those toes all the way back together. Squeeze the thighs. Inhale the arms up through the front. And then exhale, find your Utkatasana, your chair pose again, sitting into it. This time we're going to maybe try to rock forward onto the balls of the feet, lifting the heels. See if you can sink a little deeper. And then back into the heels. Forward fold, straighten the legs. Then bend the knees. Inhale, rise. All the way up. Exhale, palms to heart space. Press those palms, lift the elbows, lower those shoulders, close your eyes for a moment. And just breathe. Take a breath in, reach the arms overhead. Exhale the arms out to the side and then around to the back. Interlace those fingers behind the back. Open up that chest. Take a breath in and let it out. On your next breath in, you're going to take a step back with the right foot, finding your warrior one, hands interlaced behind the back. And just open up that chest. Keeping it strong, hips facing the front. You're going to open up, take a bigger step back, warrior two, legs. Turn your body, your upper body open to the side. So your hands are way behind your back there. Start to draw your interlaced hands towards the front of your mat as you lean back towards your back of the mat. Bend into that front knee. And then come back to center with the upper body. Release the fingertips. Bring them all the way up together. You pivot your upper body towards the front of the mat. Press just your palms together. Pivot off your back heel. Find your crescent lunge with just the palms pressed gently together. Pushing your thumbs towards the back, straightening out that back leg, but your heel is off the floor as you bend into it a little deeper. Finding your crescent lunge. Start to bend that back knee a little more, lower as close as you comfortably can without touching the floor. And then exhale, both hands to the floor. Step forward to a forward fold. Bend the knees, inhale up. Exhale, palms to heart space. How you doing out there? Good? Open up those palms. Find your mountain. Good. Good. In and breathe in, reach the arms up through the center. Exhale out to the side, bring the hands behind the back, interlace those fingers. Open up that chest. On your next breath in, you're going to take a step back with the left foot, finding your warrior one, bending into that front knee. Good. Find your breath. Notice what's going on in your body, in the calf of your left leg, the outside edge of your foot. Now you're going to take a bigger step back, find your warrior two legs. Rotate your chest so your shoulders are level, right over your hips. Everything's facing the side of the mat. Your right knee is open to the front. Now you're going to start to draw your interlaced fingers towards the front of your mat, and you're going to lean your upper body backwards as you push into that front knee. Now you might notice a difference on this side compared to the other. Just opening things up. Slowly rotate your upper body back to the center. Now you're going to release your fingertips. Let them come all the way up to the center, and then twist your upper body towards the front as you peel off of your back heel. Come to the ball of your foot. Palms are lightly pressed. Start to find your crescent lunge. So heels off the floor. Try to straighten out that back leg. Lowering down the best you can. Let's find our breath. Inhale through the nose. Exhale through the nose. Maybe try bending into that knee, getting as close towards the floor, stretching that hip flexor with your breath. And then you're going to exhale, both hands to the floor in front. Step forward, do a forward fold. This time, again, toes together, thighs together, bend the knees, Utkatasana, find your chair pose, lifting it up. Palms together at heart space. See if you can turn the upper body towards the right, extend the arms to the front and back of the room, and then rock onto the balls of the feet. Find your balance. Back into the heels, palms to heart space. Twist the upper body to the left, arms extend forward and back. Rock into the balls of the feet. Find your balance. Squeeze those legs together. Back into the heels, palms together. Forward fold, straight the legs. Feels so good. Heel toe the feet. About as wide as your hips, about 2 fist distance apart. And then inhale, rise all the way up. Slight back bend, exhale, palms to heart space. Let's find our mountain. Open up the palms. We're going to close our eyes. Feel the feet grounding into the earth. Feel the heart pounding maybe. Finding your breath. Wiggle those toes. Take a deep breath in, reach the arms overhead. Exhale, forward fold, swan dive. Good. Take a step back, find your plank. Open up those fingers. Draw the shoulders away from the ears. Find that upper body strength. Shift forward and back on those toes. Notice what's going on, and then press forward, and then we're going to chaturanga, lower elbows to ribs. Nice and slow. Belly to the floor. Untuck the toes. Inhale, cobra or upward facing dog. Exhale, downward facing dog. Pedal out your feet. Move those hips side to side. Make any adjustments you need. And then we're going to shift one more time. Find your plank. Nice and strong. Now we're going to do chaturanga again, but this time it's going to be a nice slow 5 count down. Here we go. 1, 2, 3, 4. Try to hover above the floor on 5, and then belly to the floor. Nice work. Cobra or upward facing dog, and then downward facing dog. And bring those feet about hip distance apart. Slightly bend the knees, draw the belly to the thighs, push into the toes, and push into the fingertips and the palms. Pull the shoulders away from the ears. Find your breath. Inhale and exhale. Good. Push all your weight into that right leg, and then lift that left leg up to the sky, three-legged dog. Bend the knee. And you're going to pull that knee towards the nose, a little round through the belly, and then go ahead and open up that hip. Lay that foot, the knee on the floor for pigeon. Left knee to left hand, left foot to right. Slide your right leg back. If you need to sit on a block or a pillow or blanket on your hip, please feel free. Rock a couple times, side to side, getting those hips comfortable, and then we will start to walk our hands forward. Coming to your elbows, you can stack your hands, or you can even walk them out in front of you. And here we want to find our breath. You can also tuck your toe, straighten your leg, lift your knee for a moment, and then reapply it to the floor. And then untuck the back right toe. Get a deeper into that stretch. Find your breath. Never force anything. One more breath here. And then after that, you're going to start to walk your hands in closer to your shin and just hang out here for a moment. Lengthen through the spine. Feel that right hip and right belly stretching out. Maybe go to the fingertips. Lengthen a little more. And then draw those palms towards the floor. Tuck your back toe under. We're going to step back to a full plank. Make sure those hands are under the shoulders, they're not too close. Rock forward on those tippy toes. 5 count, chaturanga. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Try to hold it above the floor, and then you can go to the belly, and then upward facing dog, or cobra, and then downward facing dog. Adjust those legs, maybe pedal out the feet. Walk your dog, move those hips, go with what feels good, and then melt into your downward facing dog. Slide those hips up and back. Pull the shoulders away from the ears, pushing into the fingertips and the palms. Knees are soft. If you have any low back issues, bend those knees. I tend to bend my knees more just because of my low back. Now you're going to melt into your left foot. You're going to bring the right leg up. And then you're going to bend the knee, and you're going to pull the knee towards your nose, a little round through the back, and then turn that foot out so you can lay it on the floor for pigeon. Knee is towards the hand, and then that right foot is pulled out, and you're going to shift your hips gently side to side. One hip might be way tighter than the other, and that's when you just use a block, or a pillow, or a blanket. And then you're going to start to walk your arms forward, melting towards the floor. Walk those arms forward, or stack your hands or your arms. You can also tuck your left leg toe under. Maybe lift the knee for a moment, see if you can sink into it a little deeper, and then lay the knee back on the floor and untuck the toe. So the top of your left knee and the top of your left foot is on the floor. Find your breath. Inhale and exhale through the nose. Notice the difference on the right side here compared to the left. Last breath. And then we'll start to walk our hands up. Bring them in close to the shins. Maybe go to the fingertips, really lengthen. Now from here, you're going to sit on your right hip and then bring that left leg out in front and extend both legs straight out in front of you for Dandasana, staff or stick pose. Pull those glutes out from underneath, hands next to the body, plus place those palms down. Lift those heels off the floor, feeling the quad muscles working. And then relax those legs, give the feet a shake. Now you're going to bring that right knee into the chest. Just give it a squeeze. And then let it fall open to the side. Slide your foot against the thigh. It can be lower if that's better for your knee. Flex that left foot. Lift the arms all the way up to the sky, inhaling. And then exhale. Try to keep a flat back as you lean forward into that left leg. So maybe you can hold on to the toe, maybe your arms go to the side, but we're not collapsing down. We want to keep a nice, tall, flat back. Notice what's going on in the right hip. Try to pull those toes upward. Maybe one hand reaches, the other's not. If you want a little extra stretch, take your right hand and reach it to the outside, anywhere on that left leg. Maybe the ankle, and then bend the elbow, start to pull yourself forward. Again, keeping a flat back. Maybe you reach the arm further and straighten it. You're going to get a little stretch through the right shoulder blade. So the right arm is reaching as far forward on the outside edge of your left leg or even the foot. One more breath. And then you're going to walk your hands back towards the body, lengthen and sit up nice and tall. Now you're going to take your right foot and I want you to bring it over the left thigh. Go ahead and place the foot flat on the floor and hug the knee into the chest. Bring your right arm behind you. Lift and twist. Now lengthen through that spine, engage the core. See if you can reach your right arm to the back wall, thumb up. And then bring that hand down. Lean to your left, bend your left knee, slide your left foot towards your right butt cheek. And then sit back down on your glutes. Now, if that doesn't work and you end up kind of like this with your foot off the floor, go ahead and keep your legs straight. I'm just giving options here. But either way, whether your left leg is straight or bent, we're going to twist to the right again. Option to bring your left arm on the outside of your right thigh. And then we're slowly going to release and unwind both those legs. Straighten them out. Find your Dandasana again, straight legs. And then take a deep breath in and pull that left knee into the chest. Give it a squeeze and then let it fall open. Slide the bottom of your foot against the inner thigh. Flex that right foot. Inhale, arms straight up. Keep a flat back. Exhale, fold. Reaching for that right foot. If you can reach your toes, you can press on the bottom of each toe. Kind of give them a little chiropractic adjustment, a little release. Try not to collapse through the upper body. We want to stay tall. So you really feel the hamstrings this way. Option to take that left arm, reach it to the outside of the leg or even the foot. So you're getting a little bit of a twist. Maybe bend the elbow a little. Make adjustments to what feels good to you. I just give suggestions for variations on postures. One more breath. Make sure that right knee is soft. And then we're going to walk the hands backwards towards the body. Now we're going to pull that left knee up and cross it over the right thigh. Wrap your right arm around that left thigh and bring the left arm behind you. Lengthen through the spine. Flex that right foot. Engage the core and then extend that left arm behind you. Thumb to the sky. One more breath. And then we're going to release all the way back down. Lean to your right. Optional to bend your right knee and bring your right heel towards that right glute. Both butt cheeks on the floor. So if you're having to still lean, keep that leg straight. And then bring your elbow or your tricep to the outside of that. Left knee lengthen. Left arm behind you as a kickstand. Finding your breath. And then we're going to slowly release, unwind, bring both legs out in front of you, extending them, hands next to you on the floor, nice and flat, lengthen and flex those feet again. Find your breath. And then with the legs flexed, walk your legs as wide as your mat, pull those glutes out. Inhale, both arms forward and up. Keep your back flat. Exhale, reach the arms forward. See if you can get your 2 fingers on each hand to wrap around your big toes. And then push your elbows towards your knees. And again, staying tall through the spine. Find your breath. Try not to collapse here. We want to really lengthen through the spine as we lean forward. Keeping our posture. It's a little safer for the back. If you have another area and you feel like you know your back is really strong and you want to fold, that is up to you. For my back, I am going to stay long. One more breath. And then we're going to release the fingers, sit up nice and tall. Slide the hands underneath the knees, and then bring the bottoms of the feet together. And holding on to the toes or the ankles, and then just let the knees flap open like you're a butterfly. Knees are moving up and down. And then gently let the knees push towards the floor. Use your hands on the ankles, pull the elbows to the rib cage, and again, tall spine, leaning forward, feeling that inner thigh stretch, and then just a gentle side lean to the left and a side lean to the right. Very slow, gentle transition, side to side. So your body just shifts from one side to the other. Notice the difference. You might notice that one inner thigh is a little tighter than the other. You might even feel it into the low back, depending on what you have going on. One last time, either side. And then we will come nice and tall, and we're going to hug the knees into the chest and give them a squeeze. Now we're going to bring ourselves forward on the mat, heels on the mat, toes up. Make sure there's space behind you. We're going to find our boat pose, Nirvasana. So you can hold on to the back of the thighs, pull the shoulders away from the ears, start to lean back. Another option is to release. Another option is to float your boat, holding on, or you can even let it go. Again, staying tall through the spine, feeling that core engaged. Another option is you can paddle your boat. You can row your boat. Get a little movement going. You can sail your boat, extending the legs out straight. Maybe you grab your toes and you extend it out to a catamaran. Just find that nice, comfortable stretch there. And just breathe. Option, maybe bring the legs in together. Find that length in the thighs, back of the thighs, all that stretching of the hamstring, and then bend the knees, release the toes, bring the knees, shins to tabletop. Reach the arms forward. Good. Start to slowly melt towards the floor. Lay all the way back down. And then once you get to the floor, you're going to bend the knees and walk the feet in about hip distance apart. Reach those fingertips towards the heels. And we're going to take a bridge. Setu Bandha Sarvangasana, bridge pose. Lifting those hips, lengthening the spine. Make sure your knees are not falling open. We want to keep them pulled into alignment, but not too close together. And then on your next exhale, just slowly lower those hips all the way back to the floor. And then you're going to hug your right knee into the chest and let your left leg straighten all the way out. And then you're going to extend your right leg up to the sky. Let's do a couple ankle rotations both directions. And then take an inhale, lift your nose towards your knee. And then exhale, your head back down. Hug your right knee into your chest. And then go ahead and switch legs. Hug your left knee in, extend the right leg to the front of the mat. Extend your left leg all the way up to the sky, a couple ankle rotations, both directions. Notice which hamstring and calf might be a little tighter, a little more restriction. And then you're going to slide the hands up, or you can just keep them on the thigh, bring your head up, take an inhale, nose to knee, and then exhale all the way back down. Hug that knee into the chest. Go ahead and hug both knees into your chest. Give it a rock side to side. Now we're going to place both feet flat on the floor, again about hip distance apart. Now go ahead and take your right knee and cross the right ankle across the left thigh. Open up that knee for a figure four. Just feel that right hip stretching open. Now you're going to bring your arms out to cactus arms, and we're going to let both knees drop to your right. So then your right ankle's on top of that left thigh. If you want to slide it in a little tighter, you can. Just enjoy that nice little twist, that lengthening of that left hip flexor, left hip. You can even turn your head to the left. And now find your breath. You can even take your left arm and reach it a little higher. You can even lift both arms higher if you'd like. Or you can keep them at cactus arms. And then bring your head back to neutral as those legs come back to center. You're going to uncross the right foot, place it back on the floor. Bring your left ankle over the right and then open up that left knee. Just feel the knee and the hip opening up. Maybe flex the ankle. Bring your arms to cactus arms. And now you're going to drop both knees to your left. Turn your head to the right. And you can slide that foot in across the thigh a little deeper if you'd like. Find your breath. Feel your body calming down. Maybe reach your right arm overhead or both. Lengthening through the body. Slowing your breath. Staying focused. Feeling the stretch through that right hip. And then we're going to bring the head back to neutral. Bring both knees back up. And then uncross left foot. Place both feet flat on the floor. Elbows are still at bent at 90 degrees at cactus arms. Turn your toes in about a ½ inch. And then we're going to take a bridge again. Lifting those hips. Opening things up. Option again to reach your arms overhead. And then as you lower your hips, let your arms go all the way back down by your thighs. Good, walk your feet in. Now from here, you're going to hug the knees into the chest. And this time we're going to push the feet together and we're going to extend the heels to the sky. Thighs together, feet together. And you can hold on to the thighs or you can let the hands go to the floor. And just find your breath here. Inhale and exhale. Now, option is you can place your hands on the inside of the knees and then open wide, point the toes. Maybe you can hold on to your big toes. Again, just optional. And then bring those feet all the way back together. Push the heels back to the ceiling. Arms come next to the thighs or holding on to them. Good. You're going to keep them up, point the toes, bend them for a moment, and then extend back up. Keep the toes pointed. Keep your back pushed into the floor again. If you need to hold the left leg, you can. Release the right leg and slowly let that right toe start to drift towards the front of your mat. Be mindful of your low back. So as that leg drifts to the floor, straight leg, keep your back pushed down, keep your belly engaged. Find your breath. Once the heel gets to the floor, it's almost there, then it will slowly come back up. Again, making sure you're engaging that core. Embrace any shakiness, coming all the way up, making sure you're not pushing through your palms. When that foot comes all the way up, point your left toe. And again, you can hold the right thigh if needed, but try not to. We're really using the core muscles. Straight legs, lowering that left leg towards the floor, using those core muscles. Long, lean muscles of the legs. When your heel gets to the floor, you'll slowly draw it back up. Again, using those core muscles. Get nice and tight. And then when you get all the way back to center, go and hug the knees into the chest. Give it a rock side to side. And then we're going to find our happy baby. You can hold the outside edges, maybe your big toes again. Knees bent, pushing towards your armpits. Heels towards the sky. You can also wrap the arms and hold the feet or even the big toes. And then find your center. Release that happy baby. Now I want to do one more. So bring your right knee across your left thigh. And if you can, wrap your right toe under your left calf. So you're twisting your legs completely. And then bring your arms so your right arm is under left to eagle arms. Or you can stack your hands and stack your elbows. And then pull your elbows and knees together. Take a breath here. And then extend all the way back to the floor. You can even bring your feet down to the floor if you would like. And then unwind your arms. Bring them down by the sides. And unwind your legs. Bring the knees back into the chest. Give them a squeeze. And then we're going to do the other side. So now left leg over right. And then wrap them around so your foot hooks on the thigh. If it only goes over the thigh, that's fine. You go where you can. And then take, this time, the left arm under the right for eagle arms. And then pull the knee in towards the chest. And then the elbow towards the knee. Find your breath. And then lower the head to the floor. Now lower your feet towards the floor. Unwind your arms. And then slowly unwind your legs. And then extend the legs all the way to the floor. You might feel like a coolness in your feet, because after the happy baby, we opened the hips and then we did a little twist and stretch, and that was on purpose to get the blood flowing in the legs. Walk the shoulders away from the ears. Find your Shavasana. Palms up, let your legs fall open, closing our eyes. The head is supported on the mat. Tuning into your breath. Inhale, slow, gentle, long, deep breath through the nose. And then out again through the nose. Couple more breaths here. Thank your body for all that it's done for you to get you to this point in your day, and the week, and the month, and this year. And then when you're ready, we'll start to wiggle our fingers and our toes, maybe move the ankles, move the wrists. And then we're going to turn to our side, give the knees a squeeze, release any tension that might be in the back. And take your time, we're going to press up to a seated posture, an easy seat, a Sukhasana. Coming up, align the chin, ears over shoulders, shoulders over hips, palms turned open and up, first finger and thumb together. Take a deep breath in. Exhale it out. Take another breath in. Reach the arms overhead. Exhale, palms to heart space. Thank you so much for joining me today. Namaste.